$120.
Nice game to kick off here. Nice game to kick off. Only 8 copies of the, like, I know it's only a VGA 70 Plus, but, like, it's nice. I think we're good, though. I think we're good. I don't know. That's not updating, so I'm just going to have to roll it. Roll it as it is. Roll it like it is. Roll it like it is. But Brood War starts off, and yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a VGA 70 Plus, not the nicest copy in the world. It's sold for $139. You guys know this at this point. Sending one of these to VGA, this case, the casing, costs more than the game just sold for. So, you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. At $140, it's the cheapest you're ever going to get a, you know what I mean.
Fair warning.
Donkey Kong 9.28 plus $325 to the red box. Bayou Billy 9.48 plus $287.50. Batman 9.08 plus $750. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Another wonderful Tuesday is upon us. This Thursday is going to be a sports auction. A freaking sports showcase auction. I'm pretty sure it's the first one Heritage has ever had. Right now, it is led by Kobe Bryant, 9.88 plus plus, which I think the last time it sold 9.88 plus plus was back in November 2023 for like $3,000. And, you know, back when Kobe passed away, the price of this game was, I think, $10,000 or something. There actually isn't a ton of Madden in this auction, funny enough. You say, is it all at Madden? No. Like, no, there's All-Star Softball, NES Rare Collectors, Pro Sport Hockey, another super rare NES game, Rollerblade Racers here. There's actually Race America's also super low pop. There's Madden. There's a 9.68 plus on N64. Not a whole lot of Madden in here, actually, funny enough, but if you are a sports fan, there's a lot of stuff you're going to like. There's Ken Griffey as well in the VGA 90, I believe, for N64 that's coming up. So, Kobe Bryant, of course, he made his way in there, 9.98 plus. A++, 9.98 plus plus. Kobe Bryant, of course, NBA Action 98. Get in while you still can. Get in on the ground floor, guys. This thing's moving fast. And WWF No Mercy at 95 uncirculated is also huge. Big game, big game. People care about this game. Courtside, though, it's only Pop 8. Or Pop 4, sorry. Pop 4 in 9.8 A++. So, like, I mean, I personally think there's a lot there. I just won one on eBay last week, an NBA Courtside. So, like, I think it's valuable. I think it's a great N64 game. I think it's genuinely a good game, as well as having the Kobe Bryant Sports crossover. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The last sale was, like I said, just shy of 3,000 2 years ago. We'll see if Kobe Bryant's getting any additional love in 2025 here. Deadly Towers, 9.6A, Hawaii Collection. Beautiful. Beautiful copy of Deadly Towers. What's the peak Madden sale? 400 and some thousand? Like 480,000? 450,000? Something like that? Oh, for the PC big box.
$380.
Yeah, I don't know where the PC one was. I think 50-ish sounds right. Maybe 40-ish? 50-ish? Something like that. 31,000 on PC big box. There we go. Yeah, freaking Certified Link of all places, eh? Certified Link. 9.8A plus on Friday the 13th. Later production oval there, but beautiful, beautiful game, cool game, horror collectors. It's something I want to get eventually just because it is such a horror icon, but it's long priority, you know?
Fair warning.
Long time thing to get a Friday the 13th eventually there. You won the StarCraft. Not the best copy, but staked at 139. At 139, man, it's just free, right? At 139, it's free. You pay shipping, you pay for the case, and you get yourself a free StarCraft. So, you really can't go wrong. 8.5 on Rescue Rangers. Still push 250 on that. Is there a nice component in here? I do wonder if there's a... the cartridge is a 9.6. Yeah, cart 9.4, manual 9.2. I was going to say, 250 for an 8.5 seems kind of high on Rescue Rangers, but if there's really nice components inside, you guys know it can push the price. Championship Bowling, just uncommon as heck there, 9.4A, almost $300. Clash of Demon Head, 9.6A, also uncommon for $350. Deadly Towers, $262.50, and Friday the 13th closed at $512. Yeah, Xbox collectors are eating good tonight, man. There's some nice Xbox coming up. Some nice Xbox at the end of this auction. Like Panzer Dragoon, Orda, Jet Surf Radio, Toe Jam and Earl 9.8. Like there's some good Xbox coming up later. I don't know what that's all about, Matt. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, for some reason, Xbox is getting some representation tonight. 9.4A on Got to the Sport. And yeah, hopefully you guys can come out on Thursday to the Sports Showcase auction. Same time as every, right? 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So, Sports Showcase auction brought to you by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to them sponsoring tonight, and huge thanks to you guys being here. And if you didn't see as well,
Fair warning.
on the Friday, I screwed it up. I said Thursday, so sorry about that. If any of you guys were like, looking for an auction on Thursday, that's my fault. It happened on Friday. It was a Pokemon card signature auction that also featured video games. And, they had a Pokemon Red in there, 9.8A++, which I had some high expectation for, to be completely honest with you guys. But, personally, own personal opinion, 9.8A++ Rattata, second print from Dubai Collection, sold for $31,250. Which, maybe it sounds impressive on first hear, right? $31,000, it's no slouch for a Pokemon game. But the next closest comp we have was back in November 2024. So, half a year ago, whatever you want to say, almost a year ago now. It sold for $42,500. So the Pokemon Red that just sold, the Dubai copy, is actually down $10,000 from its last sale almost a year ago, which is 25% down. Maybe people didn't want the Dubai collection. Maybe it just didn't get enough love as it should have in a Pokemon card signature auction, right? The auction was truly like the biggest Pokemon card auction possible. It had like a PSA 9 Illustrator sell for $700,000, $800,000. Like, it was insane, right? Pokemon cards for $50,000 left, right, and center. Meanwhile, the Pokemon Red, $31,000. There were a bunch of other video games in there, a bunch of other Pokemon video games that they put into the auction, but if you were there on the Friday, if you saw the auction, I don't have to hammer home. I don't have to hammer home that it wasn't great video games in the auction, right? A lot of the Pokemon stuff, UAE, Japanese, second prints, just not a great smattering of Pokemon video games. So there's not really much else to talk about. A lot of it sold for $150 on the Friday, and the Pokemon Red, the biggest item there, $31,000. Next lot. I don't know, man. I don't know. In a world where Pokemon cards are going nuts, where Pokemon's going insane, it seems there's an insatiable lust for Charizards. I'm underwhelmed by the Pokemon Red. I'm personally underwhelmed. I really thought we were going to see a pop on it, but $70. Maybe the crossover, bridging the gap between the cards and the games, is going to be harder than I at least thought it was going to be, I thought you throw that in there, you got people with deep pockets bidding on these rarest cards, you show them the nicest copy of Pokemon Red, or second nicest copy, right? There is a WATA 10 Sandshrew that exists, but
fair warning.
Call it what it is, right? Power Pack Light, old homebrew here. Retro Zone 2007, Jesus. Pushing its way at almost $100 here. I remember this kind of stuff from back in the Nintendo age days. I don't know what any of these do. There's some more of these Retrovision cartridges coming up here. Homebrew stuff. We saw a bunch of it the other week. This Mother was a qualified 85 for $500. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to see a qualified Mother Famicom. They sell on Yahoo Auctions Japan I'd say every 2 to 3 weeks, a copy of Mother comes up. It's been pretty consistent for the past year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years. So $500 for a qualified 85, it really isn't bad. It'd probably cost you $1,000 US to get yourself a brand new one, which you probably should just get the new one, but cool to see an 85 qualified come up. Mappy Land was one of the highest graded copies there, $625 for the 9.6A++. Krusty's Funhouse, Simpsons Love, man, even 6.5C+, Kraken 175, and a lower grade copy of Kirby, almost $500 there. The Power Pack, $139, into Rad Racer, CIB 8.5, daytime screenshot first print. Daytime screenshot first print, baby. If you don't know on Rad Racer, this middle screenshot here, on the first prints, it's a daytime. On subsequent printings, it turned into a nighttime show. If you don't know the variant for Rad Racer, this one is a lot harder to find. Of course, it's no Rev A. It's the good one. This is what you want on Rad Racer. 3 daytime screenshots. For whatever reason, they decided that wasn't good, and they swapped it on later prints. So, kind of something cool, and that's why this 8.5 copy here, even just 8.5 box, 8.0 cart, 9.0 manual, it's pushing to $600 fucking on Rad Racer. This is opened. I don't know why it says mid-production. I have no idea. It's not mid-production. It is absolutely a first print here on Daytime Screenshot, and that's why it's pushing to $700 now. Graded in 2018. Oh my god, it's a collector's item in itself. My gosh. 2018 grade. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are there a lot of unopened 64DD systems out there? I don't think so.
Next lot.
I don't think so, Skate Soup. It's never... Like, I don't think so. 64DD is very expensive to import one. If there were a lot of brand new ones out there, I assume it would be, I assume it wouldn't be so expensive to buy even a loose unit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure loose units are hundreds of dollars. Yo, Tim Harlan, I appreciate you, man. Much appreciate. You have the NBA courtside jumbo display box still sealed, hoping that gains some serious value over time. Damn, dude. That's really cool. Those jumbo N64 display boxes are really cool. Damn.
Fair warning.
Yeah, probably around $230 to get that StarCraft graded. You're not wrong. Yeah, my first unboxing without unboxing anything video. Elijah, dude, it sucks. I know, right? My latest video kind of is an unboxing video, but I don't actually have any of the items to unbox. If I was in the States, if I was in the USA, I'd be able to do this easier with unboxing everything myself, grading anything myself, doing all of it myself, but like... I can't ship stuff through customs, you know? I can't be importing, customs, exporting. It's impossible. All my money's gone, and maybe customs will even just open the stuff, right? So I can tell you guys what I'm up to. I can tell you what I'm buying, what I'm selling and stuff, but a lot of stuff I'm not going to be able to actually physically show off, which sucks. I get it. It sucks. It's not ideal for anything, but... The Retrovision loose cartridge, again, $525 there. Another Retrovision Rev A 129 2010, $625. My gosh. These are actually kind of valuable, hey? Prototype Retrozone 2010 or Retrovision 2010 from Retrozone. Yeah, a prototype of Retrovision by Retrozone. That's cool that they kept their prototypes and everything. Again, it's not anything that matters to me. There's a little bit of nostalgia there from Nintendo age because I'm pretty positive all these homebrew makers were around on Nintendo age back in the day. But other than that, I mean, it's neat, but you know what I mean? Star Tropics 9.68 plus $450 into Mario Bros 8.5, no Rev A, no hang tab as well, right? No Rev, no hang tab. Is this the fabled copy?
Fair warning.
The fabled variant? The biggest betweener that exists? No hang tab. Moisture damage on the box. Jeez, 8.0 still. Yeah, the no Rev A, no hang tab is a very weird print on Mario. I think it's a 7th print. You just don't see it often. Not that people, like, care any special way, but you don't see it much. $425 for the 8.5 there, which is a lot of money. A lot of money to buy one that has moisture damage, in my opinion. That's a lot of money. Super Mario Bros. 3 9.0A. You can get yourself a copy now for $1,250. Nice little entry-level copy there, right? $1,250. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 8.0 CIB. Also, the freaking...
Fair warning.
Oh, you're looking at a signature. 9 days to go, so you're sure the bids will come. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. If it's at the signature, absolutely. Which, yeah, the signature's coming up in, what, 5 days here? 10 days, I think? It's on the 22nd, right? 22nd, 23rd? I screwed up. I have my teeth. I'm getting all my wisdom teeth pulled on the 20th. That doesn't work. There's no shot I will be recovered and able to speak in 2 days. I need to pivot that. I can't have my teeth ripped out right before the signature. That's crazy. T2 Judgment Day. Highest graded copy on the Pop Report. I think it's cool as hell. The game itself kind of sucks, which Henry and me have a discussion tomorrow coming up on a cheat code. Cheat Code Weekly returns tomorrow, by the way. We have a discussion coming up here. Does it actually matter if the game sucks? Right? Are we collecting the wrong thing? Does it matter that T2 Judgment Day here, Terminator 2, for all intents and purposes, is a pretty dog shit game.
$320.
I don't think anyone's really gonna argue against that. I don't think. Still sold for $1,800, right? 9.2 A plus, $1,750.
Fair warning.
Does it matter that the game is bad? I don't think it does. Personally, I don't think it does. I think the brand matters more. I think the cover art matters more.
Fair warning.
And I think any kind of stories about it matter more. Like T2 is renowned for being hard as hell, right? If you've never played it, the game is miserable. Very hard experience. I don't think it matters that it's not actually a good game. Yeah, right? So Wand of Gamelon and Faces of Evil are also good examples, Elijah, right? They're Zelda games that are absolute shit. I don't think it actually matters from a collecting perspective when we're talking about sealed and graded. I don't even know if it matters from a collecting perspective as a CIB and loose collector.
$440.
Like, who cares if the game isn't good? I'm not buying it to play it, right? I'm buying it for everything it represents, not for everything it plays.
$460.
But we have some more discussion on that coming up in the next cheat code there. If you want to chime in, by all means, I'm curious what you guys think there. It seems that most of the Rad Racer Black Label copies sold at Heritage are labeled mid-production. Are they all daytime screenshots, Jonathan? The 22nd and 23rd, live commenting in auction, yeah, jacked up on painkillers. I gotta move it. I gotta move the surgery. There's no way I'll be recovered by then. Glad you got to keep the house. Yes, I saw someone else also mention. Yes. I get to keep the damn house. Thank God. It's confirmed. We got the last message like 2 days ago. A contract is sent. What a fucking roller coaster. What a stupid situation. I'll detail it fully in a video coming up here about why. Why did Greg lie about losing the house, right? Why did I say I'm losing the house? Clearly I'm not, right? He must have been hyperbolic. He must be exaggerating. Like, no. I got texts telling me to leave by the end of July. Then I got texts telling me to stay. I got texts saying that people are going to be browsing the house. But we get to keep the house. That's the big takeaway. Ton of stress lifted off. It is the best possible outcome. So, no complaints there. Kyle and Jomo, welcome in, dude. Amazing new video you posted. Amazing new video, Kyle. Like, genuinely. The editing quality, the pacing, the great video. Just fantastic.
Does this mean your whole collection won't merge?
It does, Joe. It means, thank you as well for 33 freaking months. It means that I won't have everything in one spot.
$280.
I won't have everything in one spot. As of right now, I have like a ton of stuff boxed up behind me. My whole office is consumed by stuff now because I was boxing stuff up and I was genuinely ready to get it out of the house because we were going to have people touring, right? I had to get shit out of here. I couldn't risk theft or anything. So right now my whole room is overrun by boxes and stuff, but
$320.
yeah. New Mario update probably by Friday. I hope by Friday. I need to just like script some stuff out tonight or tomorrow, record all this stuff. There'll be a house update, Mario mission update. I'm pushing hard now, man. I'm pushing hard. We're getting stuff out of the house. Like now that I don't have to worry about finding a new house to stay in and live and all this stuff, like we can get back on track, right? We can get back on track. We can start. Yes. July feels like it was a completely dead month, which sucks. Between like just the stress of it, like going with the girlfriend, browsing houses, looking at real estate, just cleaning our house, throwing out stuff. The house has never been cleaner, right? We threw out shit. We went through every cupboard. We did all. Final Fantasy V VGA 90 Plus for $450. Nice unopened 90 Plus there. I think that's right in line with the last comps. There's cases of these out there. It's nice. Like there are copies out there, but anytime you can have it done for you, VGA 90 Plus mint copy, $450. Just buy the mint one, right? Just buy this copy. It's easier. It'll cost you nearly the damn same to try and do it yourself and save money. It's just not worth it. 2 more retro zones there for $200. Some more retro zones for $94. Another 5 copies of Mega Man 10. I don't know why everyone's selling these. I don't know what's going on with this, but sure. Another 5 copies of Mega Man 10. Joe and Mac was a VGA 80 Plus there. Hard to find on Super Nintendo for $475. Might and Magic 3 is also, only 5 copies on the Pop Report. 9.4A. Brobean!
Saluting face emoji.
47 freaking months, dude. 1 month shy. 1 month shy of 4 years. That is insanity. Yeah, my landlord is genuinely an abusive girlfriend. You're not wrong. And then it's also, out of the principle of it, we would love to leave, right? Of course. Of course, we would love to leave and say, fuck you. He even raised the rent by $100. We would love to leave. But unfortunately, the optimal solution is to swallow my pride and put up with daddy landlord, right? Cucking my life around. The optimal solution is to just stay and put up with it. As unfortunate as it is.
$500.
As much as I would love to say fuck you and leave, it's just not optimal. 9.4 Nintendo Power. I've said infinite amount of times how much I love this cover. I own one of these books myself. 9.8 copies, none higher. The last 9.8 on this sold November 2023 for $1,320. Which, that looks like the high point on this book, period. Right now, $1,875. I think this is a brand new all-time high on Nintendo Power 31 here with the Metroid cover. It went as low as $720 back in 2020, or 2023, sorry. So a low of $720, I think the high was $1,300, and now $1,875 on this. Whew. Ooh, Nintendo Power 31, hey? Nintendo Power 38 with Guile on the cover here. 9.4 Street Fighter 2. 9.8 copy. This is it right here. My God, we've seen it 3 times apparently. So it sold for $3,720 in July 2023. This is when I said be fucking terrified of the books. Then it sold for $1,680. So whoever bought it lost $2,000 on it in about a year. That was February 2024. And now tonight, it's pushing almost $2,000. So it is also up, much like that Metroid book. It is up from its low. Yeah, it even sold for more than the Samus book, which surprises me personally. But 1,937 is up from where it was. Not too shabby, not too bad. Some of these 9.8s are actually holding up pretty decently here in 2025.
Fair warning.
The Hunt for Red October, 9.2 A+. Your 9.8 A+ Chocobo, what are you talking about here? Is near a 90 plus? Let me find you here.
Fair warning.
You meant is your 9.8 A+ FF Chocobo copy equal to a 90 plus? No.
$80.
And you wouldn't have an A+ on it, right? You just have a 9.8. So a 9.8 is, I think the 90 plus is probably nicer, but 9.8 is your equivalent. Yeah, 9.8 unopened, yeah. If you cross a 90 plus, you'll probably get a 9.8. If you cross a 9.8, there's no guarantee you're going to get the 90 plus on it. The 90 plus is probably nicer. But I would assume almost every 90 plus will turn into a 9.8.
$60.
The Hunt for Red October as we enter into Game Boy here, 9.2 A+ 275. Looney Tunes, 9.8 A++. No copies higher on the variant. This is the Irvine address. I don't know if that's first or second print on this though. 425 there into Ring Rage, 9.4 A+. Where are you with Stages of Grief on the red sale? Acceptance. I am at acceptance, Mike. We've come full circle. I accept the Pokemon Red at 31,000. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. RoboCop is an awesome collectible as graded, sealed, and case, but the game stinks. Yes. Condition matters too. Getting a 9.8 A+ for NES cardboard helps. 100%, but I also don't know if it does it matter? You know what I mean? Just does it matter? CGC 10 Saturn MK Trilogy in the signature Day 2. Wow. That's crazy, man. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff coming up at the signature. Golden Auctions also has some crazy stuff going up. Not to advertise for the competition here, but they have like a Pokemon Silver in a 10. They have Pokemon Emerald 10. They have Fire Red or Leaf Green in a 10. It's crazy, man. I don't know where the hell those new Pokemon 10s came from, but like Emerald and Silver in a 10 have to go crazy, right? Those got to be like mid-5 figures.
Fair warning.
Did you win both Game Boy games, Jeff Mack? Ring Rage, also pretty damn rare there for $312.50. Dragon's Lair, $275. Grand Theft Auto 2, 9.2 A++. Greg is like the guy who posts everything he needs to sell for high prices because his poor kitten needs gallbladder surgery. Yep. That's what it is, Chokeslam. I freaking played you guys. I played all of you guys. Oh, I need to move. Buy some of my games. Help me out. Oh, if you guys would just buy something, it would help so much. Oh, please. Please buy some of my games, you guys. Oh, we gotta move. Then a couple months later, I hit you with the... oh, no, the landlord changed his mind. The landlord changed his mind. Don't worry about it. Oh, thanks, guys.
$200, $300.
Absolutely played, you guys. Absolutely played. Wow. What a bunch of schmucks. International Soccer 2000 was a 9.68 plus plus to 139 there. Legend of the River King on Game Boy Color. Yeah, no copies graded higher, 14 on there. This game has some value even as a cartridge, even as a CIB on Game Boy Color. Published by Natsume. I think it just goes into that like farm sim, fishing sim type game that a lot of people just like, especially on Game Boy Color. So, or especially on Game Boy, I mean. 9.88 plus plus here, pushing almost $500 on Legend of the River King.
Fair warning.
You won Red October and Ring Rage. Let's go, dude. Let's go. And all of a sudden, people love Game Boy. Yeah, Satoshi. Good job grabbing that Joe and Mac, dude. That game is rare as hell. I agree with you fully on that. I don't know if it said the VGA pop when it sold here, but this game just never comes up.
Fair warning.
It doesn't even say the pop report numbers. Yeah, no comps on it that they're going to show me, but it's just a rare SNES game there. Rare SNES game. Once upon a time, a game that everyone, Joe and Mac was a franchise.
$170, $180, $190.
Joe and Mac was a franchise way back. Yeah, the books about video games are still selling for more than the video games. I know, right? I know. Crazy. Crazy, dude. Golden Auctions got the Waterford collection. Really? Wasn't some of the Waterford coming here? Cardboard and...
Fair warning.
Cards and cardboard, though?
Mama. Ooh, JK, what's a game you regret never picking up?
Yeah, scam the Greg Games, man. I can't wait for the Pat the NES Punk. He's going to make a video. Carl's going to... No, Carl's done. Carl might be done with the drama vids, actually. Carl might be done with the drama vids. I do take that back. But thank you, Yeezus Forever. A game that I regret never buying, I don't know if I can call it a regret, but the one thing that I didn't win that I often think about is Sonic Adventure Limited Edition on Dreamcast. It's a Hollywood Video rental-only copy, and it was only ever distributed by Hollywood Video. It's a lot like Sculptor's Cut in that regard. So getting opened copies is really hard, and factory sealed copies basically don't exist. But there was a VGA 90 Sonic Adventure Limited Edition on eBay years and years and years ago. And I was the underbidder on it. I think it was like $500-$600, which is already more than I could really afford to spend on it. But in my head, I was like, man, this doesn't exist. Right? Like, you cannot get Sonic Adventure Limited Edition factory sealed. I was the underbidder. And since that day, I've never seen another copy factory sealed on it, especially not VGA 90. So that's one I think about a lot. I don't think about many games because, almost every other game that exists, almost every game, you're going to have a second shot. You're almost going to have a second shot at anything, but
$240.
Sometimes you just don't get it. What's the latest Carl update? Yeah, 2-hour video here released. 2-hour video, some talking about Billy Mitchell, talking about what was wrong, saying he was wrong, correcting stuff on Billy Mitchell. I don't know. It's long. It's a long video, man. Like, I tried to watch it, but I ended up just skipping sections, and I don't even think I made it to the end. So, it's a long video. I think it's the last thing Carl's ever going to say about it. He talks about him being bankrupt, how much was paid out in the lawsuit. A lot of details on bankruptcy in Australia. It's very nitty gritty. There's a lot of little details in there about, like, did I say this? Did Billy say this? Why is it? I'll be honest. I'm kind of over it. Trying to keep up with the small details and the he said, she said. I've fallen out of it.
Fair warning.
You know what I mean? I've kind of fallen out of it. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to care, but I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm ready to move on from that whole saga. So, 2-hour video if you want to watch. There's details in there if you still, you're all in on the Carl Billy drama. But yeah, for myself, it doesn't, like I said, I don't think Carl's going to be making drama type videos. Not drama, expose. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to be doing that kind of video anymore.
Fair warning.
Yeah, I know, right, Mike? It's kind of a regret, but it's kind of not a regret. Like, I pushed as hard as I could on the I pushed as hard as I could on the Sonic Adventure Limited Edition, so it is what it is.
Next
You missed out on the Joe and Mac. Nice grab on that. 80 plus is very presentable. Very presentable. 80 plus on SNES is generally like very presentable. Very displayable. You just got your copy of Pokemon TCG back from CGC. How long was it there, Scott? And a 9.8 on it. Let's go, dude. Haven't 10s lost their appeal after Wata started giving them out some more? Yes, but no. Like, yes, obviously, I do think 10s have softened. But it's more so 9.8s have softened. And I think that's what might have happened with the Pokemon Red even. You know, if we talk about the 9.8 A++ Red that sold, right? It could be that people don't want to jump too hard on a 9.8 A++ anymore because of the potential of new 10s existing in the future. So the 10s themselves should still sell for, you know, multiples higher than the 9.8, but I think we might see the 9.8s pull back a little bit more, honestly. Just because 10s are now possible, right? NFL Blitz 2000, 9.8 A++, 181. Mickey Speedway, 9.8 A+, with 300. Game Boy Color collectors, hey? Metal Walker, 9.8 A++, and NSYNC Get to the Show, 9.8 A+, for 139. A lot of decent Game Boy Color in there. Munchin Madness, Tasmanian Devil as well for 150. Gauntlet, 95 plus. Here's what we're saying, right? Here's what we're saying. Gauntlet Legends. You want to get yourself a Wata 10? The odds of this 95 plus converting to a Wata 10 are extremely high, right? You're probably better than 50-60% on this. So, yeah, Wata 10s are more possible, right? Mega Man 64 VGA 90 going for what, 700 and some? 750. Gauntlet Legends almost $500 on the 95 plus. Quake 2 9.4 A plus. Beautiful copy actually. Quake is really hard to get in mint condition because it's a really shitty box, so they're all really damaged. 9.4 A plus here, pushing its way to almost $300.
Fair warning.
The video was fine. He's basically saying he lost, but also that Billy didn't get anything out of it. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, right? It sounds like Billy Mitchell sued Carl for way too much money because you can't get that much money anyway, and the court fees, the lawyers are the only ones who won. That's like a big takeaway in the video. The only winners of the Carl Billy lawsuit are the lawyers and the court systems because they're getting paid. The DK Gloss and DK Jr. are up on Golden now. There was a 9.0 Gloss Mario in the same submission you wanted a few weeks ago that went for more than you could swing. Yes, the DK and DK Jr. are also up on Golden. Like, that's what I mean. The Golden 100 or whatever is going to be freaking crazy, dude. If gameplay mattered, people wouldn't be spending tens of thousands on a SNES version of Mortal Kombat. Exactly. Exactly.
$260.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Fair warning.
Yes, Billy Mitchell standing on things is the funniest part of the video. You should watch that. You should watch that part about the Billy Mitchell standing on stuff. It's probably at like the hour 20 mark, the hour 30 mark. Genuinely hilarious. Like that's just good content. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, 9.4 A plus with $300. The Quake 2 went for $275. Arcadia Legends Japanese copy 9.6 A++. Pushing its way to what, $80 here. If you have a VGA 100, you get a Wata 11. The VGA does not hand out the 100, not at all. It's basically impossible. Basically impossible to get a 100. Like way harder to get a 100 than any of the CGC or Wata grades. The VGA 100 is your BGS Black Label for all intents and purposes.
208, 300, 300, 400.
Arcadia Legends, $89. Freaking Phantasy Star Online, Episode 1 and 2. Yeah, this exploded. Holy shit. The auction opened at $50 and immediately jumped to over 800. 9.8 A++ Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2. This is not the plus version. This is the OG release of the game. Pushing its way to almost 900 now. Like, frick, man. Phantasy Star Online putting up some numbers here. Did it sell for much more than 1,000? I can look up comps really quick here on Phantasy Star Online. I think there was a copy not that long ago on it. Let's see what we got here on Phantasy Star Online. I know it's both flopped and done well, I think. Not that long ago. 9.6 A++, 525 bucks earlier this year. VGA 95, March 2024 for 3,000. So that's your high mark on it right there. But the most recent sale, I mean, 9.6 A++ for 525. So like, yeah,
Fair warning.
almost doubled up to 9.6. It is CGC versus WADA as well. So like,
120.
the Phantasy Star should have been in a showcase. I agree. I agree. Very showcase style game there.
$80.
Very showcase style game. You stop grading with CGC WADA completely because so many junk slab sellers on whatnot are trying to stand out with VGA. You stopped grading. I don't get what you're saying, Satoshi. Are you saying you're, after the Claire interview, WADA lost all your business and you given them over? You will in an upcoming interview with Wafflefoot and MCM Rose on their... Oh, Jesus. When are you going on the podcast with those guys? When are you going on the Video Game Collector podcast?
$150.
I look forward to that. Imagine if the suit and bankruptcy happened before the WADA thing, where would things be now with the graded game market? Yeah, I think, like, obviously I think things still would have crashed, but it would have been a very different trajectory. Skyward Sword Wiimotes here. Jesus, VGA 95 on these. Only one copy on the Pop Report? Is that true? There's only one example of these on the Pop Report.
$60.
There's only one on the Pop Report, yet it's the third time Heritage Auctions has sold it. How funny is that? How funny is that? Someone graded this. It's sold 3 times now, and no one fucking wants to keep it. It sold for 237, it sold for 325, and tonight it sells again for 325. Somehow, some way, this is retaining value.
Fair warning.
Somehow, some way, it's retaining value.
Next lot.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, people are playing hot potato with it, seriously. I don't understand why you would buy Joy-Cons. Like, I don't understand why you would buy this if you don't want to keep this. You know what I mean? What are you speculating on? With Skyward Sword HD, there's only one on the Pop Report, Odin. Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, the VGA 95 going for $275. That's cool.
Next lot.
That's cool. 2 copies graded higher on the Pop Report. This is neat. This was a cool game. This was a cool game when it came out. VGA 95 on that's awesome. The Japanese one is way freaking better. It comes with actually working Joy-Cons. We got like a plastic replica, but still, $275, it's cool. Jurassic Park 425, 9.6 B+, Mega Bomberman. That's a cool one. Cardboard only release, so every copy of Mega Bomberman is in bad condition. 475. Did the Joy-Cons not get paid? If they weren't paid, they wouldn't show me the comp, I don't believe, right? I can click on this. Yeah, they're paid right here. Oh, this is a different pair. I think they're lying to me. 7581937. Why is it a different pair? Only one example of these on the VGA June Pop Report.
Next lot.
That's not true.
$10.
What the heck, man?
$20.
These are all 3 of these are different. Why am I being gaslit? All 3 of these are different cert numbers. It's sold 3 times. These are 3 different copies.
45, 50.
I take back everything I said. It's not nearly as funny. It's not nearly as fun. I tell ya. 9.68 on Bomberman, 475. Mickey Mania, 575 on the 9.8A. This is what happens when you just trust information, right? This is what happens.
$90.
I tell you, man. NBA Live 98, 9.8A on it here. Tim Hardaway on the cover, pushing to $100.
$120.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Thank you. Satoshi, what'd you pick up here? What are you talking about? You already did an episode with those guys, but you'll be doing another? Yeah, make sure to share it on the Discord. Absolutely. Good evening from the UK, mate. Do you know about Mick? Do you know Mick about the unreleased Genesis and Mega Drive Mini Tower? I do not.
$30.
I do not. Only the Japanese version came out. No, that's not something I recognize. Yeah, someone else asked, how do I feel about CGC changing their dates? Did you guys see that? People are talking about it in the Discord too. I made my video, right, saying that CGC is now, 95 business days, I think it said? 95 business days for frickin' CGC? They changed it today. They changed it to 40 or 45 now. They literally cut it in half one day after my video.
$180.
Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence after I shit on them and I say I will not be sending anything more to them at 95 fucking business days? Because my stuff was there from January until August.
Next lot.
And right after, a day after I do my video, they cut their business days in half. One, I'm calling bullshit. If you were 95 business days a day ago, there's no shot they cut it in half. And two, what the heck, man? They hate me. Yeah, they aren't doing 40 days. There's no way it's going to be 40 days if they upped it to 95 like a couple of weeks ago. There's no way. Imagine lying to pump Skyward Sword Joy-Cons. Ay. NHL Hockey 93, 9.6A. So me, good guy Greg here. I literally cut CGC's I cut CGC's lead time in half. So if you have some stuff at CGC, don't worry, you're getting it back literally twice as fast now because I made a video. So you can be happy about that. That's awesome. Great job. We did it. There are 21 of those Joy-Cons on the pop report. 21 of these stupid Skyward Sword Joy-Cons on the pop report. 21. Did they just like miss a letter? Did they say there was only 21 example of the Joy-Cons? Like, I don't understand how you miss. It meant to say one higher. There's only one example higher, I guess would make sense. That's quite the typo though. That is quite the typo.
Fair warning.
That isn't.
Next lot.
Oh, that's crazy. NHL PA Hockey 93, the 9.6A, going for $750. Sega Genesis Sports. That's why we have some sports showing up here in this weekly as well, because that's how it's coming up on Thursday, right? So there's a little bit of spillover into this weekly. It happens all the time. That was your hockey. How do you feel about 750 on it? Like, I think it's pretty decent. I don't know if anyone really cares about Hockey 93. It's not the first one, and it's not NHL 94, which should be the most collected ones. Rocket Knight Adventure was a CIB. Or, no, it wasn't. What the hell am I saying? Sorry, CGC. 8.5A for $200. Rocket Knight. Fucking worthless, man. That's crazy. Like, that has to be a good deal on Rocket Knight, no? $200? Sonic 2, 9.4A++.
$80.
It was only given out to a select few Americans and European YouTubers, influencers back in 2019. The more people that don't know, it makes me feel so lucky to own one. It's a double-edged sword, William. You know, when no one knows about it, when something is super freaking rare or super niche, it's not always a really good thing, you know? You want to have something that people do know about, people do care about. You know what I mean? Sounds interesting, though. I'd have to Google it and learn more, but not something I'd ever heard of before. But if it's UK PAL, that would be why it probably wouldn't get on my North American radar. You believe in conspiracy theories? Yeah, CGC is gonna hear me and freaking bump it up to 140 days, no doubt. No doubt.
Fair warning.
They're doing 40 days for everything else, but they got suspicious when that weird Dylan guy, yeah. I makes no sense to me, dude. You've been waiting for CGC's turnaround times to get better so you can send in some games? Well, hey, dude. The turnaround times just cut in half, Blue Smoke Gamer. CGC's turnaround times literally just got better. So you're in luck.
$5.
You are in luck.
200, 300, 300,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Joe Kane. The value on Rocket Knight is dead, dude. The value on Rocket Knight is dead. Burning Rangers, 9.6, CIB, Sega Saturn, Grail. Damn, that's nice. $575 for a frickin' mint CIB. 9.2 box, 9.8 disc, 9.8 manual. Mint on Burning Rangers there. Legend of Illusion, Mickey Mouse, 9.0A plus 175. The Sonic 2 later print there, $450 for the 9.4A plus. Pretty affordable here to get yourself a Sonic 2. Like, yes, go for a first print if that matters, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can go for the first print, but if you just want to get a copy of Sonic 2, get yourself a second print for $450. It's not bad. Nights into Dreams, 9.6B. pushing its way to almost 275 here.
$240.
That Rocket Knight was super high for the grade. Mint ones were selling for like 800 to 1K. Really? That's good for an 8.5 at $200. My God, dude, it feels so dead.
$260.
Feels so dead on Rocket Knight. They're not even going to show me quick comps on it. I just,
warning.
like, you know, you go back 5 years before WADA, the explosion, and all of that. Rocket Knight was genuinely held in, like, very high regards, man.
25.
But, I don't know. It just never translated to sealed prices, I guess. See, Nights into Dreams going for $300 there. 8.5 is terrible for Genesis. Yeah, it says tear in the... It says tear in the,
$55.
tear in the case. So I don't know if it's going to be around one of the corners that it's torn or where it's going to be. I assume it presents super freaking nice. Rocket Adventure was $200. 200 on the nose. $200. I don't know. Aren't really nice CIBs like $100?
$5.
Is Rocket Knight like is this a $50 CIB? I don't know.
$95.
Quake 9.4B. Sega Saturn here. Like, I get that 8.5 is, yeah, it's not a good Genesis grade, but, like, I don't know, it still displays really nice, man.
$110.
Used to be $100 CIB, not no more.
$120.
Let's go to price charts quick. Let's see the history on, Rocket Knight really quick.
Fair warning.
Let's see what Rocket Knight's looking like. Rocket Knight Adventures, hey? CIB at 62, raw copies at 180. Oh, man. Yeah, look at CIB, hey? What killed Rocket Knight?
$10.
Where do I get the, how do I make this bigger? I want this bigger. 5-year. Can I not make this? Can I not expand the chart? That's annoying.
$107.
I don't know. I'll just bring it out for you guys. Look at Rocket Knight, right? If I go, here, show historic prices. There we go. It peaked out. Well, this is pandemic, of course. That's loose copies, CIB. Like, look at CIB. Why did it just die? It's back to its, like 2019. CIB was at 66, you know, hovering around the 50, 60 mark. Peaked out around, what, $90, $80 during the pandemic? It just fucking died. Did it get a Switch re-release? Did this game get a port or something? Like, even the cartridge price, right, at $23, it's like all the way back to, I don't know, what it cost in like 2019. Just sucks, man. Yeah, new yeah, new copies, hey, just frickin' bloop. Just dying, man. All the way back in 2016, it was hovering 195, 350. I know the new price fucking blows. There's going to be so much, like, the new price is very unreliable. But, man, Rocket Knight just, I don't know. I don't know. Kind of sucks. Tomb Raider, $325 for the 8.5B plus. Quake, $144. There was an LRG of Rocket Knight. Well, that's probably why, then. I didn't realize Rocket Knight got an LRG. That probably did kill it.
$120.
Which one was yours? Chokeslam. That you thought would hit 800 plus. I've been watching Phoenix Resale open his store. Yes. Yes, I have, actually. I've been keeping up with that. I like his little vlog videos. It's funny, the content I always liked the most from Phoenix Resale was Renix P-Sale. I liked his side channel, right? So now that Phoenix Resale is doing these vlogs or day in the life, less sensationalized videos, kind of. Less, I don't know, what do you call it? Like, normie bait?
$170.
I don't know, like, you know those videos where it's like, I went to a convention and let's try to collect every Pokemon game at the convention. Like, those videos fucking suck, man. It's just not at all for me. I understand that they're super popular videos and, like, it's a very good normie audience and everything. Like, I get it. They're good gaming videos, good reselling videos, but, like, I always liked Renix P-Sale the most. I just like sitting down and listening to Caleb talk, right? So now that he's just doing these vlog style videos about moving in with the store, yeah, I'm a big fan. Big fan.
$260.
Wipeout 9.8A going for $200. Even Tomb Raider though, 8.5B plus for $300. Like, that feels like something. That feels like something right there at $325. Like,
next lot.
Okay. Power Stone 9.6A plus for $300. I think there was a Power Stone on eBay that did fuck all recently, wasn't there? I remember Monty saying it was like a steal on the
Fair warning.
it was a steal on eBay, either Power Stone or Power Stone 2.
Next lot.
Slam and Jam 96 10.0. Oh my god. Also Slam and Jam the jewel case
Fair
version.
warning.
The only copy of the jewel case version on the Pop Report, pushing its way to over $300. This one was a freaking 10 though, man. A 10 on long box is kind of fucked. That's kind of crazy, dude. $812. Whew. Highest graded copy, only
Fair
4
warning.
copies with that sticker are on the Wada Pop Report ever.
$280.
The last 9.8 A++ sold September 2022 for $2,000.
Fair warning.
So now the 10.0 sold for $800.
Next lot.
Magic and Kareem there did not hold up in value at all. That's kind of crazy. That's not great on Magic and Kareem right there, but $812 for the 10 is pretty cool. The 10 is just cool. Slam and Jam 96, $325 for the 9.8 A++, a Sony Mini Classic 95 uncirculated here. Does anyone care about these anymore?
Fair warning.
Does anyone collect these things? Is this collectible? I would personally say no. No, it's not, but VGA 95 pushing its way to $350. You can't buy the Resident Evil comic book anymore? You blew your load early?
Next lot. $190, $240.
You're going to go visit K-Quarters store. Yeah, K-Quarters opening a store. Phoenix is opening a store. Retro
Fair
Rick
warning.
obviously opened a store. I don't know, man. It's the final evolution of a YouTuber. It's the final evolution of being a video game YouTuber, I guess. Like Scott the Waz needs a store and I need a
Fair
store.
warning.
That's the final evolution. I don't know why. Like, it seems awful, right? I don't know why, but
$30.
opening a store is the final form, man. Resident Evil comic book, 9.8 for $300 here. I think that's cheap. Didn't one just sell not that long ago? That's not even going to show me. I thought there was a Resident Evil comic in the same grade that sold not that long
Next
ago.
lot.
Assassin's Creed 9.6A going for $59. The PS1 Mini, I mean, $325. I don't know, man. VGA 95 on it. Like I said, I personally
warning.
don't think there's any collectability to these.
Next
I don't
lot.
think it matters.
$30. $90.
Eh. Fortnite 9.4 B+, no sticker on it for $425. Ghosts of Tsushima Special Edition 95 on this. If you're a Ghosts fan, a Tsushima fan, a Special Edition 95 is freaking beautiful, man. Freaking beautiful on that. Looks like the last 95 pluses sold 2 years ago for $500 and $400 respectively. So here's a shot at a VGA 95.
Fair warning.
Get the Greg Games rolls right off the tongue. Perfect store name. It really is. It really is. Opening a store in 2025 seems like a huge gamble. I mean, I think so. You know, the YouTuber Gaming Historian sold his Genesis Mini Tower for charity a few years ago. Do you know how much it sold for? Maybe the Sports Bros would pay long. Yeah, I'm surprised the 10.0 didn't make it into the sports auction on Thursday. Like, I am actually kind of surprised by that, Elma. But yeah, everyone made videos about not opening up stores. Now they're all opening up stores. Hey, I don't know. My thought is that when you open up a store, you can get yourself distributor access. So that might be why they're opening up stores now, especially if they're also doing trading cards, which I assume they all are going to, right? You can start getting yourself on the distributor side of new Pokemon as well as new video games, which I don't know how much there is on the distributor side to get case packs and be able to sell brand new stock. I assume you have to have a storefront in order to do that. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think you have to.
Fair warning.
I don't know how much money there would be in that, though. But obviously, Pokemon would be very fruitful if you can become a distributor and get some allocation. But
Fair
I don't
warning.
know 100 about, or you know what I mean? I'm not super clear on the details of how all that works. But that was one thing in my mind as to why they might be doing it. Horizon Forbidden West 95 plus launch edition for $129. Again, right, if you are a fan of this game, if you are a fan on Ghost of Tsushima, if you're getting the 95 plus for $187, $129, these are amazing. If you actually give a shit, if you want this for your collection, this is the highest grade and the cheapest price you're ever going to get on like both of these, right? I personally don't care, so I didn't bid on them, but like,
Fair warning.
hopefully these went to someone who actually want them, because beautiful grades, cool games.
Next lot.
Crazy Taxi, Xbox starts now. Like I said, nice Xbox stuff, starting off with a freaking 10 grade on Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller for $412. Jet Surf Radio here, 9.68++, pushing up to $325.
Fair warning.
$1,200 or $1,300 if you went through the X account. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mathematically, distributor perks would have to be the only upside. That's what it makes to me, right? With Phoenix, I think opening the store is really just a byproduct of him getting bigger space for his main business. Yeah, I understand, right, that he had his basement stuff,
Fair
but
warning.
Phoenix does not need, or for Caleb, it doesn't have to
Next
be a
lot.
store.
$5.
He could have just as easily rented out office space, right? You don't necessarily need a physical store that sells video games, especially given that a lot of his stuff goes through Amazon, which I think he said, the diversification, if anything ever happens to Amazon, he's fucked, which is very true. So having a store will also give him that additional outlet.
Fair warning.
Yeah, when you have
95.
a built-in audience, it obviously helps. I just I'd have to see the math on it. I'd have to see the math. I think everyone promotes the idea that game stores are a massive L because the vast majority of them probably will fail. I don't know how many of you guys watch Alpha Investments. Rudy, he talks about opening game stores, opening LCGs. How many LCGs fail in a 5-year time frame where it's like 80 to 90% of them, right, will not last 5 years. Most of them, you know what I mean? Or it's like the first 2 years, 90% fail in the first 2 years, but if you can get past that, like 75% survive. It's something like that. It's probably just the Pareto principle, right? 80-20. But
Next lot. $240.
it's something like that. The math is good, especially when the Amazon side pays for the overhead. Yeah, I have to believe the math is good because, both of these guys are going to go for it. I don't think Cake and Caleb are just frickin' idiots, so like, they had to have done some kind of forecasting and some kind of projection that this will work out.
$5.
Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath, 9.88++ for $175. The Jet Surf Radio, man. There's some value in this game. 9.6 A++. Like, again, Xbox collectors, right? All 10 of you. You probably should own a copy of Jet Set Radio Future. You probably should own a copy. A very good Xbox title, only on Xbox, an actual exclusive to the console. $350 for your 9.6 A++. Sega GT 2002, another 10.0 grade on this man. Woof, pushing its way to almost $200.
$200.
$400 as well on the 9.9 A++. Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Fair warning.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Next lot. $15. 90.
Most new businesses fail in 2 years. Yeah, that's of course, right? Of course. But I think that's why the idea is so heavily pushed, that LCG video game stores, and I think it's because it's so romanticized to open a video game store, to open an LCS, to be, that guy. I'm going to help my neighborhood. I'm going to have the best prices. I'm going to, you know what I mean? Oh man, once I have a video game store, we'll make money. I'll love my job. Like, I think it's very romanticized. So $175 for Time Splitters. Future Perfect. And $237 for the 10.0 Sega GT. Welcome in, Super Small Chibi Wolf. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 9.98++ Toe Jam and Earl 3 Mission to Earth. Going for $275. Woof. Beautiful. Beautiful Xbox selection for the 10 people who care about Xbox games. I tell you. Saints Row 9.6 A+. This is a foil version. I think there is a copy, though, of Saints Row that has a sticker on it or something. I think the true first print Saints Row... man, I can't remember what the sticker says on it. But I think there's a little splash sticker on true first prints advertising... I don't even know what it's advertising now. I can't remember. But I remember that I had a copy like this, and I was disappointed, because then I found out there was a better copy, essentially, or an earlier copy. Either way, this is a foil black label, whatever you want to call it. Saints Row, one of the best GTA clones that ever existed. 9.6 A+ here, pushing $140. Remember the days where, like, Saints Row was genuinely pushing Grand Theft Auto? Like, this game was great, man. They wouldn't have done it without a YouTube following. Guarantees some walk-ins? Yes, of course, of course. Caleb has one of the best business minds of anyone you've ever met. There we go. You loved Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath. After I played Oddworld on PS1 growing up, I never touched the game again. Fortnite 9.0B to close out. This does have the Llama-Palooza sticker on it there, so this is the good stuff. I mean, it's a 9.0B. It's not the nicest copy in the world, but, you know, still pushed its way to what, $300? Isn't that cheap?
Thank you for participating.
Isn't that cheap to get a copy here? Like, I know it's a frickin' 9.0B. Yeah, the last 9.2B was $425. That was November 2024. Seems kind of cheap. Seems kind of cheap at $300. Sorry, what's Dildo Bazooka? Sorry, Odin. I'm just coming in right now to your guys' conversation. Sorry, what? What was that? You reckon there's case packs of Fortnite? Maybe. If there were, Kyle, they were scooped up very early and they're held very tightly. Are there public case packs? No. Is it very likely that there might have been? Yes. But the supply on Fortnite and the pumping and like hoarding of Fortnite was never very public, but I think it happened. So Amazon's still more likely to be his moneymaker unless Patreon's popping off. Yeah, I don't think Caleb has a Patreon. Yeah. Phoenix doesn't have a Patreon. Does he have a paid Discord even? I don't think he does, hey? Let's all chip in for me to start a frickin' Canadian consignment business. Can you imagine? I'll just ship your shit across customs and we can all pay import fees and tariffs. Insane. It just, if I'm doing it from Canada, man, adds so much logistical issue. It sucks. You ate good tonight. Let's go, Satoshi. I'm happy. Let's go, dude. I'm happy. Happy to hear it. You'd like to have a Fortnite someday just for the meme? I'd like to have a Fortnite just because. Like, I do believe in Fortnite. I think that's a real game that you probably should own. I like that way more than, Minecraft, for what it's worth. Minecraft 360? Ew, yuck, don't want it. Fortnite PS4? Okay. I can get behind that. Phoenix Resale's Discord is free now? Man, I hate to give any airtime to Heckin' Steve. But he had a video there, an update, where I guess he's not going to hate on people anymore. And he even took down the freaking video he did with Phoenix Resale. What the heck, man? He took down that interview he did with Caleb. But the point I wanted to bring up, though, about paid Discords and stuff, is fucking Heckin' Steve, man. For all the shit he gives about people, he put his Discord behind a paywall. That motherfucker. I tell you, you think you can trust someone, you know? You think someone's for the people, and then they put their Discord behind a paywall. How dare people make money? But you can pay to talk to me. Ooh, that made my blood boil. Like I said, though, I hate to give that guy airtime, but... Why would you even post in Phoenix Discord how much grannies you caught slipping? Yeah, join the freaking SAC Discord, right? A free Discord where you'll actually you'll get too much information. You get too much access. You get too much value in there. I tell you that. There's too much value in the SAC Discord. Ay. Paying for a Discord when you fucking, I tell you, you guys. The only reason I even bring him up is because that guy felt the need to make a video or throw me in one of his videos at one point. You know? At one point, I had the honor to frickin' be talked about by Heckin' Steve. I think he sat down to talk about what a bad person I am, and within like 2 minutes, he had to get up to get a snack. It's just like, oh my God. Steve. Steve. I tell you, man. Steve. Living rent free. Living rent-free. I've already wasted too much time thinking about it, right? There's actually too much info in SAC. Caleb probably paid Steve to pull the video. No way. No way would Caleb pay Steve to call it. Did you guys see the interview? This is like niche-ass YouTube bullshit. But when Steve finally sat down with Caleb, man, his core audience hated the video. His core audience, like, ripped him apart. It was a meme in SAC, right? We were all talking about it. There's no way Caleb would have paid to take it down because Caleb won Caleb was the winner. After all of it, Caleb was the winner. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. It was funny. Funny. What's a game I always go back to? Halo Reach. Halo Reach Master Chief Collection. Man, I could play Halo Reach competitive any day of the week. Halo Reach, Halo 3, Halo 4. Any day of the week I could sit down and play some competitive. Man, those are some peak years of Halo there. There's so much info that Heritage had to take down gamer stonks. Have you missed something? What's the 25-26 plans? I don't even know yet. Like Comic Tom over Sticky Goose? Well, that is, what's that? Is that comic drama? Is that some comic drama there? Comic Tom and Sticky Goose? I think I've heard of Sticky Goose. I could be wrong. I really try not to, that's why he said with the Billy and Carl drama even, it's just like, man, I'm kind of tapped out. I'm tapped out on that drama. It was epic 6 months ago. Missed it. I'm not deep enough in the comic world to have even said or seen the comic drama taking place. You wonder where Carl went that died fast? Oh, you wonder where Carl went? He's just posting on his video. He's just back to posting like normal content. In his video, he did say his audience is like cut in half. He said his viewership is cut in half. So, Carl didn't emerge from it all unscathed, so to say. Even if you think the drama faded away, like there seems to be a lasting effect reported by him himself. So take it for what it is, right? Take it for what it is. At the top of the auction, though, was the freaking Guile Street Fighter 9.8 Nintendo Power Magazine at $1,937.50. Right underneath it, Nintendo Power 31, the Return of Samus here. Right? That's what it is. Return of Samus on Game Boy? Yes. For $1,875. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, 9.8A plus at $1,750. Right Bros, 9.0A for $1,250. And Phantasy Star Online, Episode 1 and 2, 9.8A plus for $906. And at the other side of the auction, only one game to sell for less than every other game in the auction, and tonight's biggest loser is Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. 9.6A Black Label PS3 copy going for $59. That's not good. That is not good. It's not that easy to get copies of Assassin's Creed Black Label. I get that 9.6A isn't good. The game probably should be more valuable than this. I think Assassin's Creed will age nicely for what it is. One of the biggest franchises of this generation, right? Like, what is this, 2007, 2006? Yeah, 2007 on Assassin's Creed. I like the prospects on Assassin's Creed as we get older and older and older here, just because it is an insane frickin' franchise. One of the biggest of the generation that still goes to this day. Weekend rental. Haven't seen the weekend rental in some time. Yeah, I don't know if that'll be re-upped or not. I don't know where that's at or what's happening with it. It was like Jeremy went away on some vacation thing, and then I got news I was going to have to move. So, like, logistically, it just kind of fell apart. So, like, if we want to keep it going now, if we want to go back to doing the weekend rental, we need to, like, actually talk about it and see what the hell we're going to do. As of right now, I don't know. So, that's where we're at on that. Yeah, he got a big haircut on his earnings. 100% he did. And I don't know, like, I assume Carl also has lost sponsorships since all of this. Like, I assume there is a an overlap effect when you have all this drama and shit happen. So, but on that note, you guys, we're back on Thursday for the sports auction. Videogames@ha.com to reach out to consign, talk with an expert, referral links in the description. Free Discord. The Discord's always been free. Free from day one. The Discord has always been free. Free Discord link in the description. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. We're back for the sports showcase, like 100 games on Thursday. It's going to be fun. I know sports games aren't for everyone, but there should be something that pops. It should be interesting. Sports games are their own niche. They are. We'll see what happens on Thursday. 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back. Just look for posts on Instagram, all that good stuff. But I will see you guys Thursday. Have a good night, everybody. Yeah, we're going to go Madden Maxing. We're going Madden Maxing. Have a good night.